started.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to the Festival of Chimes and Lights Committee meeting. It's Monday, August 14th, 3:30 p.m. and we're going to get started. I think probably you have some information on Kitsap Bank.
Yes, so we got an email. This is their yearly Kitsap Bank Community Connections, where we've received a grant from them in the past. I think the last couple years we received $1,000. A couple before that was $2,000. So we just wanted to make sure we're still good to move forward with the same information. And then if you guys had a specific amount that you'd like to request.
Oh, you're going to be filling that out. Is that for next year's?
It is, yes, for 2018.
Okay. They've been doing 1,000,
Yes.
but previously, I would say, was it 4 years ago or so? I think sometimes they were doing 2,000.
Yes, and Brandy said a while ago she recalls them 5,000.
There have been
Yeah.
larger amounts. Well,
Yes.
I think our ask to be larger is going to be supported by transitioning to new decorations and things, and it might be a wonderful time
Hello.
to have them weigh in, because I think they
Yes.
will. I think they're very interested in that. They've
Yeah.
been such a great partner, and they do so much themselves. So that ties in, you guys, with the lights and decorations. I'm just gonna cross over a little bit into that. I did talk to, and maybe did Dave get a hold of you yet?
No.
Okay, so you're finding out too. The city can move ahead with the lights if the Port Orchard Bay Street Association contacts the the building owners and gets the eye hooks put into the building, gets the lights, and then the city will take it from there. Just found that out. I know. I talked to Dave about it.
Did he tell you the estimate that we got for that?
Yes, but that was connected with BJC Group doing all of that. Now that the city is able to do the hanging, and the city will take care of shutting down the street, do the hanging, can give more assistance with electrical, all of that.
Okay.
That would change that whole thing. And I think it would be affordable with what we both had for budgets then.
Okay.
So I know it's a back and forth, and it's been really frustrating. What we can't use, and that's what I found out, is we cannot use our poles for new cables. We can't, and Bill, you know this better than me, and
Right.
I'm probably not using the right language exactly, but to put tension on them to be able to hold the lights properly is what the poles can't handle.
Right.
I also did find out, though, that we could still hang our old garland if we needed to. Because it
Do we
doesn't.
still have it?
Yeah, we do have it in
threw
bits and
away,
pieces.
threw it away.
Oh, you threw it away? Oh, yeah, we do. So if we had to, we could go back to another year of pitchy patching everything together, and Bay Street Association could do the icicle lights again.
Right.
But it sounds like we could move forward, and I heard from the mayor and Mark Dorsey today that they would actually be able to kind of expedite things.
Huh.
So
Why the change?
we don't ask why, we just say Yahoo.
Well, I was gonna say, if you want Public Works to, if they're gonna be doing some light hanging like that,
Yeah.
then you should, somebody should know about it, because Tony, at this point, our foreman, doesn't know,
Right.
so.
Well, because they didn't know about whether we could get the materials and
Okay.
everything together. It sounds like
Okay.
Dave said
Yeah.
he could get those lights again.
Yeah.
And then the big thing is making sure that they get plugged into the south side and having that pre-planned.
Right.
And we already did that.
Yeah. We already charted it all out.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
how you doing?
Okay.
It sounds like we can move forward. Again, POPSA has to provide the lights and the cable. And the cable apparently isn't very expensive. And some kind of legal document, hold harmless kind of thing from building owners when those eye hooks
Eye-hooks.
are put in, that there's nothing that the city would be held liable for.
Okay.
And he said he had already talked to several building owners. You probably
Dave
have
has.
too.
Yeah.
And that all he'd have to do is just get a signed agreement,
Right.
and that we could just move forward with that then.
Okay. And then the city would own the lights, right? POPSA would purchase them, and then they would be
The city would maintain them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think we call it ownership, but we would
Okay.
agree to maintain, we'd hang, and that we take care of all of that.
And the electricity? Wow.
That's the city.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Be awesome, wouldn't it?
Well, yes.
So, and I said, even by the end of September now, Bill is saying, of course, that a lot has to be arranged in Public Works
Yeah.
yet. But it sounded like they would find a way to make it happen.
Okay.
And I said, oh, as soon as the end of September? Wouldn't that
sounds
be
great.
cool?
That sounds so good.
Just in time for the fall.
Yeah,
So we're
Be
working
nice.
on that.
you're really nice.
So that's the only thing that has to be put in place. And then from our side, then we can do,
All the work?
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
great.
So,
May you pass me an agenda?
yes. Oh, sorry. So as far as
Printed
Kids
out,
at
but it's on my
Bank,
computer.
I think we can
Yeah.
have a little greater ask next year because we are doing more of that.
With the decorations and the lights.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want me to 5,000 or more?
You know, I don't want, whatever's reasonable,
Okay.
and I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't want to be.
I bank there, so I would say 10 grand.
I don't want to be unreasonable, and I don't know where to get that figure from, but I think that asking for more than 1,000 is probably, this is a good time.
Agreed.
Because we really plan to move forward, and
Mm-hmm.
POPSA is doing so much work downtown with additional festivals and that kind of thing.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
I think that they would be glad to kind of contribute.
Perfect.
And that may even mean, if we don't have the means to go all the way down the street as we planned at the theater, if we only can go as far as Fred's,
Mm-hmm.
then perhaps that money can be used to continue that
The
too.
next block.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. All they can say is not this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we already purchase some of those poinsettias that were gonna be going off the poles? Remember? They were in there. They were like the
No.
city was gonna get some of those.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, we didn't move ahead with anything.
Okay.
We were waiting, and partly that was because the poles cannot handle any additional decorations.
Right.
And you know, we talked about this morning at the utilities meeting. It's a dilemma we have with our dilapidated marquee
Mhm.
and those utility poles down there. And we don't have the funds right now to replace them. And it's kind of down the line of priorities. But we just never know when that's going to have to be moved higher up on the
Yeah.
priority list.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect it will be sooner rather than later that we'll have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But we won't lose that money, and we will be looking to put it towards something that we can manage. So we're just working on that.
Yeah. Okay.
You know how it is, right?
One
Yes.
thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Been there all
exactly.
day.
So you're taking care of writing that proposal
Yes.
then?
Yep.
Aw, thank you so
Definitely.
much. Okay. So lights and decorations all tied in with this, but these keep crossing over into everything else. I also talked to Mark this morning about the tree, and it sounds like I know Terry, you had talked that Roger is going to be the point of contact, and it sounds like they really want you to go out there and take a look, Bill.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to be gone for the first 3 weeks of September.
Oh, wow.
So, for fun, I'm going to Kansas City, where I'm from.
Oh, neat.
And, but I'll be back, I don't know the exact date, but,
You'll be back before the end of September.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then, I'll leave my phone number.
I'm jealous.
I think Roger has my phone. I think you guys have my phone number, my work phone. You can just get a hold of me,
Okay.
Okay.
and then we'll make arrangements for me to
And
come
that's
out.
enough time, isn't it,
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
Okay.
plenty of time, because we don't set the tree till November,
Right,
the week before Thanksgiving.
right.
But if we look at it in September and we say, oh no, that's not the right tree, then there's some more
Some
time.
time.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. And I don't recall, do we need more lights for that tree this year?
I think we're okay
Okay.
as far as strings of lights. And I was telling Janine that I did a kind of an impromptu inventory on the replacement bulbs. And these numbers, this is 400 white we have, these are all LEDs. 250 plus blue, 250 plus green, 250 plus red. And then we even have some C7s for Santa Claus replacement. So
So we have
I think
quite a
we're
few
good on
bulbs.
replacement bulbs. And strings, we've always been, in the past, we've always been just fine for the tree.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So that's good, because I think we ordered a lot of replacement bulbs in the last year or so.
I believe it
There
yeah,
was
we
yeah.
get a big shipment in.
Are you?
It's like, wow. But,
What do we have to do with all those?
so we still got them.
Okay, cool. All right. That's good. Budget update?
Okay, so here, Brandy kind of helped me out with this. So here's our expenditures for Festival of Chimes and Lights, what we're budgeted. So what we were budgeted and what has been used so far.
Okay.
So really just $25 of, let's see here, miscellaneous has been used. Nothing of the rent or lease. Advertising, it's been $1,202. And then fuel and supplies is on there. Nothing has been out of that, but still have the $7,000 for garland and wreaths. The brochures still have $23.75, and then the sound system. So here's just a breakdown, kind of what we have.
And has sound system work contracted been
That's
sought
on my
after?
to-do list. Yeah,
Okay.
Brandy wanted me to bring up if you would like to still use Gordon Sound for the sound system this year.
I think we should get a quote from him.
Okay.
And I know that Jingle Bell Run was thinking about partnering, but when we looked at it last year, it didn't really quite pay off still. But we could look into that too
Okay.
and see, because I think that they're getting, they're contracting with someone from Seattle.
I don't know this year. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll double check with Sheila on that one too, to see if it would be cheaper to do that.
Okay.
But Gordon really does know the ropes on that.
Yeah.
And that has made such a difference. And I think partly what made it unaffordable is that we go later into the day,
Mhm.
and the Jingle Bell Run ends earlier, and so they don't have to pay sometimes for that
For the, yeah.
the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
But we'll check into that, I think.
Okay,
That would be a good
definitely.
time.
Was there any changes to the contract or anything from past years?
No.
Just keep it.
Yeah, I think it would be exactly the same,
All right.
and hopefully the same price. Yeah.
I will definitely contact them.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
haven't spent much of our budget, which is
No.
good, because most of the expenses do come at the end. So that's actually looking really good. Oh, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Boy, we can go out and spend a whole bunch of money. Not really. Okay, so that's looking good. Our event application?
It's any changes from previous years. So we're starting the process of just completing the application. We have maps from last year that we used. So yeah, Brandy just wanted to double check if there's any new additions, any changes, or if it's just kind of standard procedure.
Standard.
Perfect.
It's closing the, everything down at the same time. And again, we kind of work in conjunction with Jingle Bell, so.
Could maybe you send an email or something to make it official? Sheila mentioned something last time about wanting a truck, dump truck for garbage
Oh,
throughout
yeah,
and then that would
dumpster.
go throughout the day or throughout the whole event.
Now, is that one of the trucks that we would park at the entryway to?
Park somewhere so that
To
at the end of the
protect.
night we could throw our bags in there.
Mm-hmm. Because we had some large trucks out there so that it would block
Right.
any kind of.
Traffic.
Well, we did have those trucks, but I'm thinking
This would be
a smaller.
separate, right?
That'll be completely separate. That
Those
we
are
could
snow
drive off
plows.
and empty if we needed
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
Snowplows.
Are you doing
Plus
that
what?
again this year?
Oh,
What's
I
that?
would say especially, yes.
For sure, yeah.
What is it?
Plan on doing those snow plows again, that was good.
Oh, that's really good.
The what pods?
The snow plows.
Snow
Oh, the
plows.
snow plows.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
how you had the snow plows blocking the
Yeah.
streets so nobody
Yeah,
could drive
that
in.
was pretty cool. And you know why we did that? Because
Yeah.
there was a threat of snow.
Oh, that was
I heard
it?
it was like, I heard it was
And-
both. I heard it was because of also.
Terrorism type
Yeah.
things too.
Oh well, yeah, that
Especially after South
we
Carolina.
had the plows on the truck, so yeah,
Mm-hmm. It would be pretty hard to run through those things.
it would unless they had a
Yeah, I think that's a
Bigger
great safety
snowplow.
measure.
Oh,
Yeah,
given what's happening.
yeah.
Mhm.
they were at the bottom of the hill right here. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, plus if it snows.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're ready
The
to
little
go.
sign
Then
out
we're
there
ready.
that says, "I dare you."
No, let's not do that. Oh, Sharon, good idea, right?
With a smiley face.
Okay, so let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Probably school will be starting in how many weeks?
It starts on the 6th.
On the 6th?
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't be able to contact schools about choirs until then.
Right, but I know that Kids Up Corral wants to do it again, the adult choir. They're on board.
Okay, so we'll have to figure the order again.
Yeah, we'll have to look at last year and see,
Right.
change it up.
We'll probably work on getting those signed up pretty early.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of interest in performers. So, and I know there's another church that wanted to get involved, and it's the Methodist Church up here. I don't know. Janine, are you the one that usually contacts the various churches?
I did last year, yep.
Here,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
That is a representative from the Methodist Church. They also want to be involved somehow.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's great.
definitely.
More activity at each end,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you had them down on the gazebo.
Right. And Saints, you were near the Kids at Bank sign, weren't you?
We were, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be involved this year or not.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't found out about that yet.
Right.
The thing that they did last year didn't work out very well or something.
Oh, it didn't? Okay. Well, you're involved in that you help us with the tree. So no matter what, you're involved. But
Oh, yeah.
as far as actually being down there the night of,
I'm involved in the tree and involved in the fire truck
that's right, the fire truck too.
for Santa.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Well, everything is pretty much going to be the same as last year. You're hearing about the same too. Al is going to be providing the fire pots still?
I'll
or-
know next Monday for sure.
Okay.
We have our board meeting next Monday, because things are kind of shifting a little bit, because he backed out totally of this weekend. And so we had to pick up a bunch of pieces, but he said that was the fact that his wife had an event planned for him, but it left us high and dry.
Oh, I didn't know.
So
no.
I'm making sure on Monday at the board meeting that he is committed,
Okay.
and I'll let you know ASAP.
Okay, so that will be the sleigh,
The sleigh and the fire pits.
fire pits, and he has done the collection of some of those things too, and the hauling, and he may have picked up the hay.
I believe he did pick up the hay. He picked up the hay, the fire pits, and brought the sleigh down.
It's a lot,
It's a lot.
and it always has been. Mm-hmm. Okay,
And he doesn't reach out for help.
okay. So,
Yeah.
once we find that out, if he's not able to actually deliver it, perhaps we could find out if we could make use of it and then arrange for pickup,
Mm-hmm.
because that we could probably do.
Okay.
Okay.
And does he bring down the Fathoms garbage cans, or do we use the city garbage cans?
We use both.
Are you talking, which end are you talking about? Because we put garbage cans around here.
Our red ones that we usually bring down.
Oh, I don't.
I
I think he uses those down at
On
the
the
waterfront
waterfront.
area. I'm
Yeah.
almost
Okay.
sure he does.
Yeah.
I'll double check on all that.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good to know.
Okay.
All right, any other updates? Kathleen, do you have anything? Pops up?
The lights, that's big.
I know that is big.
That's
Yeah.
a big one for Pops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't, do we rent portable toilets for this? Or do we just use the Jingle Bell? We use the Jingle Bell Run, right? Okay.
Right. Yeah, we do. And we don't usually get additional porta
Does-
potties.
Does the port keep the restrooms at the
Yes,
park open?
yes. All those restrooms are open.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the whole event. And I think we've done quite well in the past because there's quite a few for Jingle Bell.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mhm.
It works out. And then the Dragonfly. I don't know if
Oh, yeah, that's right, okay.
I can check in with them about the movie. What
Okay.
movie they what's the theme?
Yes, that's.
Christmas.
No, it's Santa.
Is it?
Santa comes to town. or,
Santa comes to town.
Here comes Santa Claus.
Okay.
It's Here Comes Santa Claus.
That's the theme?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know that Bobby was going to do quite a bit with that theme,
I'm sure.
storefronts and everything else.
Yeah.
She liked it.
So I
Mhm.
think, I'll check with Alyssa Whittleton, to do the coloring page.
Okay.
Another original coloring page. She does such a nice job on that
Yeah.
for the theme.
And I know that Sheila was going to encourage Santa hats and Santa costumes too.
Yeah, she was.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. The honorary tree lighter has been contacted and we're waiting to hear. This was a recommendation by some people on the committee. We're waiting to hear if this person's gonna be able to do it or not. It's an elderly person, so dependent on some health. And I'll come back to the,
God willing, they'll be standing and able to move an arm.
that's right, that's right. So, that's been taken care of. So I think it's really now getting down to lining up the schedule and then
Mhm.
working on the brochure. And we have a schedule for that. A lot happens in September when this fellow's gonna be, out in the sun in Kansas City.
I hope there's sun. My wife's worried about tornadoes.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that is a
that
bad
is kind of
time.
time.
That's a good, September's a good time. I'm from there, so.
So it's usually August, it's a little more stormy.
August is a little stormy, but springtime is when the tornadoes happen,
Mhm.
mostly.
Mhm. I know when I travel back to Wisconsin, we're often going around all those
Oh,
storms. Yeah, some of those are pretty scary.
Summertime you get those nice hot days and those cool nights.
Mhm.
Well, that's when, if you get a rain cloud moving in, that's when it builds up, so.
Right. Okay, the tractor rides are still on, the hay rides are on. I know that the Kitsap High School Marching Band is planning on playing, and Santa, of course, is going to be available. So all of that has been lined up, and it's
Okay.
just mostly managing the details of the choirs and the schedules. And then the volunteer music groups. There were a couple more people that expressed an interest, and I'll have to go through my notes to try to find out.
Kind of nice though.
Oh, I like those.
Mhm.
It's really been
Mhm.
nice, so festive to
Mhm.
have them different places.
Mhm.
There was
Singing is good for the soul.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it then. We'll really move into the details in September, in October. I wonder if we could have the schedule done by the beginning of October for the choirs.
Probably. Is there anybody that you don't want back, or that would be
No, I don't think so.
okay?
It seemed everybody really enjoyed it all.
Yeah. Okay.
It was wonderful having the kids out there. Their families came.
Yeah,
I think
they
that's
do.
a really good way to draw people downtown. You
Yeah,
know, and then
they come to see the kids.
The marching band, they contribute so much. Gary is always on board with that. He said, count on us every year.
So fun.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't told him what the theme is yet, but I think he'll like that too. You know, there are a lot of Santa songs.
Mhm. They can wear their Santa hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Janine will be contacting the church groups, and the music groups are going to be your deal, Kathleen, as usual.
Okay.
And you'll find out from the Dragonfly.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I already heard from the dance gallery. They're going to be doing another recital.
Nice.
Yeah. And Sydney Museum said they were going to still have their open house. The library, I haven't found out about the library yet.
I don't know. They're so like adamant. Yes, I don't know if we're hiring a performer, but we're gonna have music all day,
Okay.
and then we'll have the cookies, and then we'll have either a story time or performer, and we'll have crafts all day.
Okay.
And are you having the court down there during the day to help you out with
Yes,
that?
I think they're booked. I need to double check on that though.
Yeah, double check on that, so Helene can get it on the schedule.
Okay.
We are
And they
so
usually come and
busy.
join us then.
Right. Yeah, they go from there
they go
usually
with the
up
crowd,
here,
Mhm.
and then from
And then
here
go with
down to
Santa.
the sleigh.
Okay. We should double check on that. All right.
They both so thoroughly enjoyed being dumped yesterday.
Oh, they got
Of
dumped.
course, it was
Even in the
chilly.
rain.
It was chilly.
Oh.
Did they make money?
They were already wet and cold, it didn't make any
Yeah.
difference to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a moneymaker?
No, not really. We only made 142 on the dunk tank, and the Lions Club right next to them donated, and that for some reason, an oddball amount, $37
Oh.
to the scholarship fund. But no, we didn't make as much money as we have in the past.
Yeah.
But our attendance was down. You guys were down and we were down.
Well, we're about 50% down.
Yeah,
Because of
that's
the
a
rain.
lot. Yeah.
That was a
The
lot.
sprinkles.
Yeah.
Well, and we didn't go out and heavily solicit vendors because we didn't know if we're gonna be refunded money or not. So 2 weeks out and we just get approved. So it's kinda hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been very tricky. Bill, will you be back by the 25th of September?
Are they gonna have to go
My phone's on the
through
car.
what we
Can I see that
did?
calendar?
Pre-close?
Yeah. Because
We
typically,
did the same thing. that
you know
did.
what, we meet,
Yeah,
this
but I
is,
mean,
this
these
is a little
things are-
odd.
You're
Probably not
supposed to.
Meeting on
the
this date,
So
we
that
usually
they
meet
still
the
have
third
one.
Monday
Right.
of the month.
So, yeah.
I will be, yes, I'll be back
Yeah.
on the 25th.
Definitely
I'll be back to work that day, yes.
So
Okay,
the
you know what?
25th.
Let's, instead of meeting on the third Monday of September,
Mhm.
let's meet on the 25th.
Okay.
Because that gives us all,
Wait, what day of the week is that?
Is that a Monday?
that is a Monday.
Okay.
So it's 1 week earlier than we typically meet.
Okay.
This meeting is 1 week earlier. I mean, that would be 1 week later than we typically meet. This was 1 week earlier.
Okay.
So we'll have a gap then of about 5 or 6 weeks in there.
Okay.
And then we can try to, during that period of time, line up the choirs, make sure that we have the churches on board,
Mhm.
finalize the tree thing, and by then we should really know about the lights.
They could be
I'll
up.
work with Dave on that too.
Okay.
We three maybe can work together and keep
Yeah,
it
for sure.
moving.
So you talked to him today?
I did.
Okay.
I went over there and told him.
We were
He's-
just talking about it on Friday.
I know, he
I was
said,
like-
we didn't think it was going to fly.
We were like, it's totally dead.
Boy,
Done.
if we could have that up, that would just be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
And then, if that happens, then we can figure out what decorations we'll put up for the city.
Okay.
So you said September 25th?
Yes,
Okay.
and we'll send a note out. Janine's really good about that. So, September 25th, and our goal is going to be to have the choirs lined up, the churches lined up, and I'll move forward with the brochure so we can get that to the printer early. And I know we have to get the little flyers in for the utility billing.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah.
we can work on that in that period of time too. So
I'll get
maybe
that
you can rattle my
information,
chain on
too.
that one, so we get that done early. Okay.
Okay.
We're on a roll. And Sharon will be finding out about all things
Yeah.
Fathoms and Al.
Monday at the board meeting.
Okay, and if that doesn't work out, then we'll work on getting those replaced
Okay.
somehow. I think that he would probably be up for allowing us to use that sleigh. That would really be important if we could. Otherwise, we'll have to have Santa in a boat or something.
Well, to my knowledge, Fathoms owns it.
Oh, Fathoms does? Oh, okay, well, no, I'm not worried about it at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, so much.
So, even though I'll be